On the sixth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me interlocking tiles.
One of the challenges that we face being in a colder climate right now and living on a sailboat, and you're going to get some of this in a warmer climate too, of course, is all the moisture that builds up because we are heating the inside of the boat. There's a temperature differential that winds up happening and we get a lot of condensation. Well, it takes a little bit of effort to keep up with all that, and earlier in this series we talked a little bit about mold prevention. Well, one of the things that we decided that we're going to do as a project is put a barrier underneath the areas where we're sleeping. So we're starting with our 2 settees, which is where we're sleeping in this initial leg of this trip. I'm on the starboard side and Galen is on the port side, and we're both sleeping in what's really our living room. And so right now I have fitted sheets over those 2 settees just so it's easy to clean and I can just take them off and take them up to the laundry, and then eventually we'll be putting more permanent cushions on those settee cushions. But we get moisture buildup underneath, and we've had a problem with the underneath of our mattresses or cushions in that area getting wet, and then you get mold, and so we want to be able to offset that. So there are a few things that you can do to do that, and some products out there specifically made for it. Like there's one called Hypervent that's a little pricier, and there are some other more low-cost DIY solutions that we've seen people use, and I'm taking a page from some of those suggestions, and we've ordered some stuff that will help keep that ventilated so we won't get as much moisture underneath the mattress. So I'm going to show you that whole process of how we're dealing with that. So this is our settee on the starboard side, and there's the sleeping bag I'm using and my pillows and all that good stuff. Wonder bag up there, and also my Juno because I had it out airing out and making sure that didn't have any moisture in it. And underneath we have drawers with a whole bunch of storage underneath, and the fitted sheets that I mentioned. And so what I'm going to do is flip this mattress up so that I can clean the bottom of it, make sure that we don't have any more mold growing on the bottom, and I'll clean it all so it's nice and dry underneath, and then we're going to pull out the barrier that we're going to put underneath there and get it all set up to install. I've tipped up the mattress, which has a bunch of discoloring on the bottom because of moisture that we've had in the past. We've since put mold control on it, cleaned it, put it out on the deck to dry in the sunshine, and that mold isn't growing anymore, but we just want to make sure that we don't get any more staining on there. The front of the mattress is, fine. It's all in good shape, and the moisture, you can actually see the moisture only went in a little bit, in a few places more severely than others. So we've had that all dried out, but we're still starting to get moisture build up in here, and you can kind of see that's kind of where my sheet was touching it, and it's moist along there. So we don't want that to be the case. So what we're going to do is we bought these tiles that are going to go underneath the mattress that will elevate it. The next thing I'm going to do is use this concrobium mold control, which has really proven itself to be valuable to us. And what I'm going to do is spray it directly on the surface of where the settee cushion sits, and then I'm also going to clean the bottom of the cushion with it and spray it down with it, and that will prevent any further mold growth that might start. It actually keeps it from growing back, which is really cool. And then I have these wonderful blue tiles that are not terribly thick. Here, I'll pick one up so you can see. Got them all separated, and they just have a little bit of elevation to them, and they're designed to go like on your basement floor or a laundry room or something like that. But we're going to use it to elevate that mattress off of the surface so that there's more airflow and we're less likely to get any growth underneath there. The next step is to put the tiles down and interlock them, and I'm going to have 2 rows of 6 that will cover the majority of the space underneath the mattress. So it will give us all the elevation that we need, so there'll be lots of airflow and hopefully a lot less moisture. Alright, so now we have our platform that raises everything up by a good 1/2 inch, which should give us lots of really good airflow. And then I'm going to push this toward the back because the moisture tends to be toward the back of the settee. So I'm going to push this back pretty much all the way, and then I'm going to flip the mattress back down. There. Okay, so we have our platform, we've got all this airflow underneath it, and we're hoping that we will find then that we get a lot drier conditions underneath those mattresses, because we were having to take them out on deck and dry them out every few days, and we don't want to have to deal with that all winter. So this is the plan, and we'll let you know how it turns out. It's now been a little bit of time since we put the vented panels underneath our sleeping area, and both Galen and I have noticed a drastic decrease in moisture. In this sort of environment where we're in Rhode Island in the middle of winter, we're going to have some moisture issues no matter what we do. But we really feel as though these vented panels made a huge difference, and they weren't very expensive. I was able to buy 12 for like 30 bucks. So 30 bucks did one settee, and we think we're going to use these in our quarter berth and in our V berth as well, because they really do seem to make a really big difference. And compared to some of the other options that are specific marine products, a lot of times if you have the word marine in the title, it's a lot more expensive. I think this is a good low-priced option for us at this point in time, and so I'm really glad that we bought them. And now our settees are much drier. I'm not seeing the moisture here at the back of the cushions like we were before. Our mattresses do not feel wet, and when I flip them up, I'm not finding that moisture underneath either. There's still a little bit there, but nothing compared to where there was before. So as long as we're flipping them up every week or so and letting them dry out a little bit, it's doing the trick. Make sure you like and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. You can find us under Sailbums and through the links right below this video. And also please like and subscribe here to our YouTube channel, so you'll be sure to be notified the next time we put a video out. Thanks for watching.